Well, a very good afternoon to you once again. We're expecting that walk to begin any minute now. Still waiting for the elders to arrive, but already the 100 Sparks of Hope are also waiting to join that walk. Of course, making that commitment, staying true to that legacy and remembering Madiba's long walk to freedom. While we wait for that, of course, amongst those who are joining us here this afternoon is Sis Ndileka Mandela. Thank you very much for your time. Social activist in her own right as well. Sis Ndileka, thanks for joining us this afternoon. I think today is one of those fantastic days again when we look back to such a rich legacy, and this time we will make that commitment once again to Madiba's long walk to freedom by taking this walk.
No, I'm really humbled, honestly, and it even seems surreal that he would be turning 100 today, and to see the amount of support and the messages of hope spanning from yesterday, from how President Obama reminded us of what still needs to be done. President Ramaphosa also reiterated that, and speaker upon speaker yesterday reminded us of the road that we still need to travel, that yes, we may have attained our political freedom, but there's still a long way. As Granddad said that, the journey has not ended. One finds that after climbing one hill, there's many more hills to climb. We still have many more hills to climb, one of them being economic freedom. So we still have, but there's this spirit. I mean, it's amazing. I was saying to my sister last night, it's amazing how Granddad is still consuming us, even as his children, because our lives stopped literally during his birthday. Our lives stopped, 3 years prior his passing. We couldn't do anything. But even every birthday, our lives literally stop because we have to rally around and support the values he espoused and the journey that he starts. And it lives through us, his project, and it lives in every South African, in every citizen of the world, because Granddad was not only a leader of South Africa, he was a global icon.
How do we then safeguard that legacy? I think many of the speakers that spoke yesterday as well, including former US President Barack Obama, asked a very important question. Why are we still having discussions about issues that Tatu Madiba fought for alongside many others, even till today? What is wrong with, the politics of the world? What is wrong with society?
It's our leadership. Because a leader is a microcosm of society. If you look at our country, for instance, the past 9 years were literally on pause button. In terms economically, we didn't move forward. We've reversed some of the gains that we gained. So if we can't fix leadership in every sphere, be it top leadership from bottom up, top down, that's one of the things that that needs to be fixed. Hence is why the Thembekile Mandela Foundation has signed an MOU with the National School of Government to train public servants in leading like Mandela, of being a compassionate leader, of being active citizens. So that's what we need to engage. And also being a value-based society. We have a deep moral compass and a deep ethical compass. That's what is lacking. So if we can fix our leadership, because if we don't fix that, it will still filter down. And if we also don't fix it from bottom up, from the youth, it will be a mess. So we need to attack it from both angles, top down and bottom up.
I think it must also be a bittersweet moment being here as well, because this very site is a site that brings back very terrible memories. We talk about the likes of Tatu Madiba, Mamu Winnie Madikizela Mandela, Fatima Meer, as well as also Mamu Albertina Sisulu, who were also jailed here at some point. And today, this is where the highest court in the land sits, the Constitutional Court, which would safeguard the rights of all citizens in this country. Quite bittersweet for you as well.
It is. I mean, this is the place where Mama Winnie learned about my dad's passing, where he was told in a very cavalier way by the guard that, do you know Thembekile Madiba Mandela? And he said, yes, he's my son. He said, he died in a car accident, just like that. And she was incarcerated in solitary confinement, naked for over a year. So it is a place for me, it's bittersweet. But it is also a place where these constitutional rights have got to be housed, because this is where they were violated the most.
Sister Ndileka Mandela, thank you very much for your time. Always a great pleasure speaking to you. And Ndileka Mandela, who is the granddaughter of the late struggle icon Tatu Madiba, who we today are commemorating. He would have been 100 years old here today. And taking this walk, as many would say, would be a walk that would once again make many of the people who will participate in this walk and South Africans give that reaffirmation of continuing Madiba's long walk to freedom. Political attainment, freedom was attained, of course, but of course, as Sister Ndileka Mandela says, economic freedom is one of the issues that still need to be attained in South Africa.
Griselda Lewis coming to us live there from Constitutional Hill. We'll cross back to her during the course of the day. For now,